All right, Mr. Quation. Well, your references are impeccable and your experience is amazing, but I do have one last question. Can you perform under pressure?
Sadly, no, I can't. But I am pretty good with Bohemian Rhapsody. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality.
Recorded in Austin, Texas, the live music capital of the universe, it's the What's Update with Xander Quation and special guest Michaela Watson.
So we get to the 18th hole, and the guy's gonna stiff me. So it says, "Hey Lemma, how about, a little something for the effort?" He says, "Oh, there'll be no payment, but when you die on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness." So I got that going for me, which is nice.
We're rolling.
Wait. Oh! Welcome to the What's Update. I'm Xander Quation. Let's get started. Proof of post-impeachment contempt for American history and traditions, Plymouth Rock was vandalized on President's Day and covered in unintelligible graffiti. Incidentally, 2020 is the 400th anniversary of the Pilgrim's Landing at Plymouth Rock. Leah Filson, the executive director of tourism agency See Plymouth, called this type of disrespect for historic reminders of the Mayflower story both sad and unsettling. Coincidentally, both sad and unsettling is the title of the Trump administration's re-election fundraising sex tape. Former National Security Advisor John Bolton expressed concerns about White House censorship ahead of his planned book release. The White House review process has been holding up the book's publication since December 30th. During an interview at Duke University on Monday in front of an audience of students, Bolton remarked, "Trump tweets, but I can't talk about it. How fair is that?" Gee, if only Bolton had been given the opportunity to share his thoughts on the matter in an official capacity, like, say, answering a congressional subpoena. Convicted Trump advisor Roger Stone, seen here entering the courthouse with his service crone, was sentenced to more than 3 years in prison on Thursday. The sentence is significantly less than the 7 years recommended by the Justice Department prosecutors before interference by President Trump and Attorney General William Barr. Stone was convicted of 7 felonies, 8 if you count those dumb glasses as a fashion crime. Stone will serve up to 40 months in prison, probably making the tackiest license plates ever. This week, while on a pardoning bender, Trump issued get-out-of-trouble-free cards to 11 high-profile white-collar criminals, including former financier Michael Milken, former New York Police Commissioner Bernard Kerik, and former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich. Kerik was convicted of tax fraud and lying to the government. Milken was sentenced to 10 years for racketeering and securities fraud charges. Blagojevich was convicted on 17 accounts, including an attempt to sell the U.S. Senate seat vacated by Barack Obama in 2008. Trump also offered to pardon WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange if Assange said that Russia had nothing to do with WikiLeaks' publication of Democratic Party emails in 2016. Trump denied that reason, saying, "Look at him. He's too white not to pardon. He's like a reverse silhouette." It looks like Trump is getting a jump on filling his many executive branch vacancies in anticipation of his Putin-assured 2020 re-election. President Trump replaced his acting director of national intelligence, Joseph Maguire, after House lawmakers were briefed that Russia is already interfering in the 2020 presidential election. Trump complained that Representative Adam Schiff, who led the impeachment proceedings and attended the information session, would weaponize the findings. And I can see why he'd be worried, because weaponized intelligence sounds like MAGA kryptonite. At a recent rally, President Trump lashed out at the Oscars for awarding Best Picture to the Korean language film Parasite, saying, "Can we get Gone with the Wind back, please?" This isn't really surprising for Trump, as the 1939 film, set during the U.S. Civil War, has been criticized for its racist stereotypes and nostalgia for slavery. Also, Parasite has subtitles, and we all know Trump's not exactly a good reader. Britain's government is setting stricter rules for immigrants entering the post-Brexit nation. Interior Minister Priti Patel told the Sun newspaper on Sunday that their new immigration system will turn off the tap of cheap, foreign, low-skilled labor. Now, if only they knew a guy who could fix that tap for a reasonable price. On the subject of things that are broken, Antarctica reached a record high temperature of 69 degrees Fahrenheit, nice, due to global climate change. This record temperature is 4 degrees higher than the previous week's record of 65 degrees, meaning that Antarctica's temperature seems to be stuck in a cycle of hold my increasingly lukewarm beer. In other climate news, Amazon founder and obscenely wealthy billionaire Jeff Bezos announced via Instagram a $10 billion commitment towards fighting global climate change. He was like, feeling cute, might fight global warming today. While on the subject of egotistical billionaires, Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg recently stated that online content should be regulated as somewhere between a telecom and a newspaper. Zuckerberg, seen here, should be regulated as something between a robot and a reptile. Twitter announced that the accounts of both the Olympics and the IOC, or International Olympic Committee, have been hacked. And this explains the recent announcement that Billie Eilish now holds records in both synchronized swimming and field hockey. Alright, let's stop with the downer stuff. How about some good news? Friday, Colorado state officials approved a Bachelor of Science degree program in cannabis biology and chemistry to be taught at Colorado State University Pueblo in the fall. Upon hearing the announcement, a frenzied horde of students from Syracuse, Florida State, Arizona State, and UC Berkeley immediately applied for transfer. University administrators were amazed to see stoners move that fast. In other Colorado news, the Guinness World Records entry for largest aerial firework has been broken in Colorado. The firework shell was about the same weight as a Kia Soul, hashtag not sponsored, at nearly 2,800 pounds and was 62 inches in diameter. Witnesses of the launch in the skies over Steamboat Springs were quoted as saying, "Whoa." Researchers from the University of Texas at Austin, hook 'em, and the National Institutes of Health made a critical breakthrough towards developing a vaccine for COVID-19, otherwise known as the 2019 coronavirus. The researchers have created the first 3D atomic scale map of the part of the virus that attaches to and infects human cells. Once the vaccine has been created, I'm hoping they make that map playable in Team Fortress 2. Seriously, Valve, we could use some updates. An Austin area Girl Scout, Marilla King, is looking to set a new record for selling 10,000 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. King has sold the most cookies in Central Texas for the past 2 years, and will be attending UT's McCombs School of Business next year. Oh, and class of 2024, be prepared to gain a freshman 50. Alright, well, we've got to take a commercial break, so stick around and we'll be right back. And we're back, and this time with a bit of a stylish flair. After meeting the Democratic National Committee's polling requirement, former New York mayor and yet another narcissistic billionaire, Michael Bloomberg, joined fellow Democratic contenders on the debate stage in Las Vegas on Wednesday. Well, they were on the stage, Bloomberg was standing on an apple crate behind his podium. The 2020 presidential election is shaping up to possibly be a contest between Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, two of the oldest candidates in U.S. history. At a combined 151 years old this year, each is at least 5 decades past the legal drinking age. And, according to Sandman Logan 5, 4 decades past carousel. Renew, renew, renew. In an effort to court Hispanic voters, the Bernie Sanders campaign has been putting on house parties and soccer matches, which they call Tamales for Tío Bernie. I like the sound of that. Sure beats the hard-shelled turd taco Trump's been serving us for the past few years. Moving on. Suffrage, political franchise, or simply franchise, is the right to vote in public political elections. It is one of the rights as citizens that we should value as most dear. It is our greatest obligation as citizens that allows us to hold our government accountable. It is also the opportunity to get some really kick-ass stickers. This week saw the start of early primary voting in Texas. Early voting will last for 10 days, ending February 28th. For Texans who don't want to cast ballots early, the state's primary election is March 3rd. Voters can cast ballots in either the Democratic or Republican primary, or go to third-party conventions later this year. Texas is one of 14 states participating in Super Tuesday. More delegates to the presidential nominating conventions can be won on Super Tuesday than on any other single day. It's make or break time for most candidates at the national level. The results from the March 3rd primaries lets presidential hopefuls decide whether it's time to put up or shut up, fish or cut bait, and poop or get off the pot. Our senior elections correspondent, Aaron Bryant, is standing by in the West Mall. Aaron, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I would totally vote for Elizabeth Warren. Totally, girl. Oh, you like Klobuchar? Did I say Warren?
Aaron, can you hear me? It's me, Xander, in the studio.
Hey Zan, what's going on?
You're supposed to be reporting on the students in the West Mall. They're trying to raise awareness on the upcoming elections.
What was that? I can't hear you over all the commotion about what the students are trying to promote on West Campus.
So what can you tell us?
They are very passionate about getting people to vote early.
Why is that, Aaron?
Well, since the average age, not including the 38-year-old Buttigieg, of the 6 major candidates is 72, voters are eager to vote for their favorite just in case.
Just in case? Just in case what?
Yeah, you know.
Spit it out, Aaron.
Just in case they get a visit from the Grim Reaper before Election Day. Dang!
Let's change the subject. Why should students visit these very eager volunteers?
Well, they can help you register to vote if you aren't registered. They can give you information about the candidates, and they can give you the inside scoop on the exclusive Election Day swag.
Election Day swag?
Yeah. It turns out that if you vote, they give you a really cool, limited edition, super exclusive sticker.
Oh, I know about the stickers. I got one when I voted today.
The really cool people don't just stop at one.
Aaron, you should know you're only supposed to get one sticker per vote. Like, how many stickers do you have? How did you get that many stickers?
What's that, Xander? I can't hear you. Everyone here is just so excited about the primaries. Hey, I need to get some more stickers.
Aaron Bryant, everyone. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Our guest is the beautiful, talented, and funny Miss Michaela Watson. Let's give her a big hand. All right, so, Michaela, who you?
Michaela Watson.
What's due?
Singer, songwriter, and performer.
All right, and why?
I think there's something so beautiful about the connection you can make with someone through song. You can communicate to anyone, whether it's the same language or a different one, and it's such an intimate part of yourself that you can give.
I feel that. Do you have anything new coming out soon?
I do. My latest single, Breaking Free, just released today. It's kind of a power ballad, and I think it's a song for absolutely anybody and everybody.
Right.
And I have 2 more songs scheduled to release, one in April called Thank You, and one in the early summer called I Know Do You.
Excellent. I think we actually have a clip from one of those. Richard, roll the clip.
I'm breaking free from the chains they put on me. They can't hold me down no more. It's time for me to be who I'm meant to be. You won't hold me down no more. Yeah, I'm breaking free.
All right, so is there anything you're working on right now?
Yes, I started a web series called Moments with Michaela. It's
Ooh.
kind of like a vlog / sit-down style where I talk about everything and anything from being alone on Valentine's Day to what to do about your passions.
Definitely gotta get some feels about the Valentine's Day part. Moving on, how can our audience keep up with all your projects and stuff? Seems like you got a lot going on.
Well, you can find my music on all major streaming platforms, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, whatever fits your fancy. And on my social media for everything else, Michaela is music, but with a Z on Instagram.
Nice. A little bit of a tougher question. What do you feel has been the hardest part about the transition from high school student to young independent adulthood?
I think the hardest part would be realizing nothing is difficult in high school. All of your problems that you thought were problems are not going to be as bad as anything you encounter as an adult. And dealing with that can be a little jarring.
Does the increase of control in your life help that out any?
It really does. I like being able to do what I want, when I want. I don't have to ask to use the bathroom. Best part of it.
That is definitely a perk of the
Wonderful.
transition. Yeah, because especially going to college, you think that, well, it's still school, so you're just going to have the same old classes and stuff. It's going to be the same format, but no, it all feels so different.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. Gotta say, one of the best parts is just stopping into a nice coffee house on campus in case I need to recharge.
So good. So needed.
Okay, Michaela, now this is a really important question. You ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. SpongeBob, Squidward, Sandy Cheeks, FMK, go.
FMK?
Yeah, you know, FMK.
Oh, okay. Well, I would definitely F Squidward because the tentacles. I would M
Well then.
Sandy Cheeks because we're both from Texas. You know, we got a lot in common
Yeah.
and tons to talk about. And I would have to K SpongeBob. The
Yeah.
attitude, a little too much.
No one should be that positive. The world is a dark, dark place. Anyone that happy is delusional. And on that note, let's take a quick break to pay some bills. Welcome back to the What's Update. We're still here with Michaela Watson. So, Michaela, how long have we known each other?
Nearly 10 years.
10 years? Where'd the time go? We're so young.
I mean, time does seem to keep going real fast. January went like that.
Oh, yeah. So we've spent a lot of time together in like black boxes and theater wings, lots of long, tedious hours. So how many productions do you think we've done together?
So many, I've lost count.
Okay, in how many of those did you have to play a man?
It might be easier to list the ones where I didn't play a man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. I played the principal in Grease. I played Snoopy, a dog, and Aslan, a lion.
Snoopy and Aslan were both male as well.
You just couldn't let me have those, could ya?
We keep each other honest.
We've been keeping it real since 2012.
If you don't have to run off too quickly, would you like to do a scene together, just for old time's sake?
Sure, what you got in mind?
A few moments later.
What ho, Peter Quince? How's the wife and kids?
All is well, Nick Bottom, the weaver.
You're a sure and sturdy man of the world, Peter Quince. I am proud to know you.
Zan, stop. I just can't do it. I can't play a man again. I won't, and you can't make me.
Okay, Michaela. I'm sorry. You're the guest here. We can do this your way, how you want.
Really?
Yeah, whatever you want. Okay.
A few moments later.
Is all our company here?
Wait, who are you supposed to be?
Who, me? I'm Petra Quill, but you can call me Star Lady.
Wait, then who the hell am I?
Oh, you're Nick Weaver, the bottom.
What?
Look, we're running out of time. Let's just do the scene.
Fine.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Petra Quill, say what the play treats on, then call the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Very good piece of work, I assure you, and to Mary. Now, good Petra Quill, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Weaver, the bottom.
Ready. Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick the bottom, are set to play Pyramus.
Who is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
Maybe he didn't kill himself. Maybe his twig and Giggleberry strangled him to death for wearing these hot pants.
I know, they're killing me.
Michaela Watson, everybody. Give her a big hand.
A few moments later.
For everyone here at the What's Update, thank you for watching. And as always, it is what it is, which is nice.